What's up guys, today we're going to be solving some common electrical issues with these 720s. Most of them have some kind of freaky thing going on, like dash lights that turn on when you hit the dash, or 3 headlights that come on and not all 4 because someone wired off-roady lights into the 4th one. You know, weird things like that happen when you start adding aftermarket stuff wrong. So we're going to be installing a waterproof fuse block. This one's actually for a boat. I picked it up on Amazon, pretty cheap. Just organize all your aftermarket stuff, and in the process of doing that, often freaky issues get resolved. Start off, you're going to need your boat fuse block, available on Amazon, super cheap. Going to power it with 8 gauge, a little overkill, but I like it that way. A couple of heat shrink connectors for all your bits and bobs here. Make sure they've got the little heat shrink there, keeps everything waterproof and tidy. In the old pack out box here, we've got assortment of heat shrinks, 12 gauge for all the accessories, and some 8 gauge eye holes to connect to batteries, and a selection of cheap fuses we can replace when they blow. And a way to shrink your heat shrink. When it comes time to mount it, I was thinking under the hood would be nice, less distance to travel to the battery, and that's why I got a waterproof model, in case it gets wet, because it will. Looks nice here on this little flat spot on the passenger side fender well. Something came here from the factory, but whatever it wasn't important. So, don't quite have enough real estate there. I heard the market crashed. So, just gonna weld a little sheet metal on there. Should be good if you're not a welder. Screws that came with my fuse block were about a number 6, and they split in half when I tried to use them. So I grabbed these number 10 self-tapping sheet metal screws off my shelf. They're a little too big, but it's fine. I'm putting the positive side towards the battery, just because that makes that a little bit easier. Do not wire it up before putting the screws in, because it will be really easy to arc. Now we're going to estimate the length of wire we'll need for our ground. Always go just a little bit long. Hook up the negative side first, a little safer that way.
Make sure and attach the positive side on the fuse block before the battery. Once you hook it up to the battery, it'll arc against pretty much everything it touches. Now that you have the fuse block installed, do you want to move on to the battery with the positive side? Option on them, or just bend it. Okay, everything's hooked up. Now that everything's hooked up, I'm going to go ahead and do a quick test with the old digital multimeter. I got 12.5. Perfect. Let's put a fuse in and see what happens. Just gonna put a 10 in here real quick because it doesn't really matter. And look at that, all powered up and no power loss. We're getting a full 12.5 at the contact there, so perfect. So I went ahead and connected a little jumper from one of the negative terminals to the firewall here, just because a common cause of freaky issues is a lack of grounding. I opened up the fuse block on the back and took a look. Inside this is just a bus from here to here. All the grounds are connected and the positive sides are individual with the little fuses and whatnot. So I knew that was safe because I looked inside. If you don't look inside, don't connect things willy-nilly, but having some extra grounds on these old trucks is a real lifesaver sometimes. Here's our completed product here. Nice little cover on it. Easy access on the side, everything's available, everything's tight, everything's good, super grounded. Got little LEDs so we can see what's active. Phenomenal, really. Thanks for watching. I hope we're able to help you resolve some weird electrical issues today. If you enjoyed this video, like, share, comment, subscribe, and now if you excuse me, I need to go wire up my choke heater.